Thank you for joining us. Welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Millicent Walker. On the program today, President of Senate Bukola Saraki and Speaker House of Representatives Yakubu Dogara meet President Muhammadu Buhari. Ooni of Ife Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi II sets up committee to look into causes of Ile-Ife communal clash. And Enugu State government partners Nigerian Army in provision of potable water. And President Muhammadu Buhari has held his first meeting with the leadership of the National Assembly since returning from vacation. The meeting, which took place at the presidential villa, had in attendance President of Senate Dr. Bukola Saraki and the Speaker of the House of Representatives Yakubu Dogara. Discussions dwelt on activities that took place while the president was away. After the meeting, the National Assembly leadership briefed State House correspondents.
I came here to discuss the issues regarding the activities in the National Assembly in his absence. The president met with us. We were there for, I think, over 40 minutes. I was not talking to myself, so he was responding and we were engaging. And he engaged us very well, and we discussed issues of national interest, of importance. And we're happy to see him back, and he's back at the office and he's doing his work. The budget is ongoing, the economy, the things that we passed in the absence, the convention of the CGN, issues to do with the Euro bond, all general issues that are pending, and some other issues that are the issue of ambassadorial that is due, the stability in the Niger Delta, a range of issues we covered in this short period of time.
In other climes, it's always the province of the legislature to fight the executive. We'll fight on the issues, but maybe issues bordering on national interest. But we expect to cooperate more than we fight in the interest of our people to ensure that there's progress. There's one government, there's no division. If he fails, we all fail. And so it is in realization of this that we always extend the needed support to ensure that he succeeds so that our government will be rated as a successful government.
Meanwhile, on other matters, the Senate is insisting that the Controller General of the Nigeria Customs Service, retired Colonel Hamid Ali, appear before lawmakers at plenary tomorrow to explain the proposed policy on import duties on cars. The Senate, which is against this policy, summoned the customs boss to appear before lawmakers in uniform. In the meantime, the Customs CG has written a letter to lawmakers of his inability to appear before the Senate tomorrow, Wednesday, because of a routine management meeting and asked for a new date. But the Senate has rejected the letter, describing it as a slight. The Senate has also announced that the acting EFCC chairman, Ibrahim Mago, will be screened tomorrow at plenary. And the Lagos State High Court, sitting in Igboshere area of Lagos Island, has ordered the National Agency for Food, Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, to order the Nigerian bottling company NBC PLC to put a written warning on Fanta and Sprite bottles stating that both soft drinks are poisonous when consumed with vitamin C. The court held that NAFDAC failed Nigerians by declaring as fit for human consumption products discovered by tests in the United Kingdom as turning poisonous when mixed with a vitamin. In the judgment given by Justice Adedayo Iyebanji, the court awarded a cost of 2 million naira against NAFDAC. The court's judgment was given in a suit filed by Lagos-based businessman Dr. Emmanuel Adebo and his company against NBC PLC as well as NAFDAC. And a 5-day workshop for commanding officers in the Nigerian Army has opened at the Mai Mallory cantonment in Maiduguri, the Borno State capital. The conference convened by the 2 Division Ibadan for participants to interface and brainstorm on security concerns confronting the nation. In his message to the meeting, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, urges participants to be professionally responsive and result-oriented while addressing the current security challenges facing the country. He was represented by the Theatre Commander, Operation Lafia Dole, Major General Lucky Irabo. Well, Nigerian troops have continued their onslaught, destroying several hideouts of Boko Haram terrorists in Borno State. Well, the troops of 112 Task Force Battalion 22 Task Force Brigade discovered 14 settlements in Kalabalge local government area and neutralized them, while several insurgents escaped. According to the Director Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Sani Usman, the soldiers liberated 455 persons who were held hostage by the terrorists. They've been moved to Ran, the IDP camp. And staying in the northeast, residents of Damaturu, the Yobe State capital, are making the most of the improved peace and security in the state. Women from the Evangelical Church of West Africa successfully concluded a conference which last took place 5 years ago before the outbreak of insurgency. Participants at the conference attest to peace returning to the state, calling on all to make it a lasting one.
It's an indication that peace has actually returned to Yobe State, and our prayer and hope is that peace will continue to return to Yobe State, and we'll be happy, united as before.
We thank God for the relative peace we are enjoying in Yobe State. The previous years back, we don't have time to gather like this because of the insurgents, but now peace has returned, so that's why we have every opportunity to gather and to praise the Lord. So it's a very wonderful moment.
Well, let's take you to Ile-Ife, where the Oni Obade Ogunsi II has set up a Truth and Reconciliation Committee to look into the causes of the communal clash that occurred in Sabo area recently. Addressing journalists in Ile-Ife, Osun State, President of the Ife Progressive Forum says the committee is also expected to come up with ideas to prevent a future occurrence. In the meantime, the affected communities have been receiving relief materials to cushion the effect of the crisis.
Life in the Sabo area of Ile-Ife, Osun State may never be the same again, especially for those who lost family members and property during last week's ethnic clash. Though there were several eyewitness accounts on the crisis, the Oni of Ife, Obadiah Ogunsi, wants to get to the bottom of it and has set up a Truth and Reconciliation Committee to look into the issue. The leader of the Hausa community in Ile-Ife, Mahmoud Madagali, is also a member of the committee. With the help of an interpreter, he speaks of the helplessness of his people in the aftermath of the mayhem. The Ife monarch's inquiry is expected to complement the investigations ordered by the Inspector General of Police. Meanwhile, in the heart of the crisis, the senator representing Osun East Senatorial District, Babajide Omowurare, visits victims that are left behind.
What we have done in the interim is to assure both the Arewa community and the Yorubas in the Sabo area that we are interested in peace and we are doing everything to get peace, and there is peace.
Many of the residents of the Sabo community left the area a couple of days ago. It's not clear when they will return, if they ever do. The work of the Truth and Reconciliation Committee is to ensure that the warring parties get the opportunity to sort out their differences and let peace reign again.
Well, when news across Nigeria returns, it's a mashup of security reports in from Kaduna, Bauchi and Ondo states. Join us again.